Hello, everybody. Astrology report for the next week. The energies lately have been rough. I mean, they're intense. Okay, those energies, they're intense. Has a lot to do with things that happens in the past. Let me explain what I mean in the past. You had situations, and those situations now comes up. Um, we have this similar energy of tensions of with the feminine side. That was the last week. Now we have it with the masculine, which is the turn. That is has to do with a lot of when Mars and Venus they travel together. When they came closer, they come closer, then they get separate, come closer, get separate, come closer, get separate. In the past few months, they've been traveling together because Venus, the feminine side, become a retrograde and figured out I'm too fast. I had to slow it down. I had to do something else. I have to revise this and wait for the masculine, and they travel together. Now we beginning to experience this learning process of energies. So now it's the masculine side of learning of this intense energy. So what that has to do with soul evolution? What does that has to do with this processes that goes on within the world? Simply, we can't continue doing this old caveman mentality that has been there. Right now, it's the lesson of the masculine that if he continue doing the same actions of physical force, of being in my own situation, being in my terms, what it needs to be, and so on and so on. And that masculine energy is with Saturn. Right now, it's Mars and Saturn, they're together, but they have a square within the moon, that's what the focus is. So be patient in the next, I would say, 24, 36 to up to 48 hours. Okay, until the moon kind of like moves out of this. So the focus is not be there. So you can be able to learn. In the next 48 hours, refrain for making constant decisions or permanent decisions if you're angry, aggravated. Um, right now, we need to focus of hold on to your aggravations, anger issues, unsolved situations. It is about time for you to read between the lines. And what I mean read between the lines is you can continue acting the old way, learning. There's gotta be a new way of looking into the solution of the issues you have within your own self and then evolve out of it. Let me remind you that the three stages of evolution is one, you self-sabotaging yourself. Basically, you just walked out. You stay where you are, stuck, because of not evolving. You decide not to change. You simply says like, I'm not gonna change. I'm just gonna keep doing the same stupid shit. I've been doing it, and I've been doing this stuff on it over and over, and I'm not gonna change. Or you're gonna take the third road, which is evolving, uh, to focus on yourself. There is a kind of like a two positions. If you're a female with a masculine energy, be very careful of what are you doing with this combined energy of emotions that within the body as a female and what you have as given it to you as a female with masculine energy, just be careful, don't create additional dramas and physical things, or go out somewhere, or expressing everything. Go deep within yourself. If you're masculine, though, we gotta be very careful, because when the masculine gets into this energy of not desiring to change, you might go on within this desires of aggravations, physical damage, go knock somebody else who did you wrong, or so on and so on. Those energies there from the past. If you're masculine in a body and a masculine with an energy, learn to evolve above and beyond, to become the wise. Okay, that's what this is. Right now, this moment is just to squeeze all this out of you, that old ego, kind of like if you're a sponge and you soak it up, the ego, from toxic relationships, from toxic world, from this toxic way of life, you to be squeezed out. To squeeze out the darkest, the dirtiest things from you, so you can be refreshed. You get a fresh knowledge, you get a fresh things. If your feminine and masculine energies are, is what did you did wrong? You're a woman, try to do a man's job. No, you're not man. You just have a man's masculine energy. What have you been doing? Damaging man's maybe, or damaging your man's responsibilities into, or are you going to evolve and become a wise queen, for example? So those energies are there affecting us now. So focus on you. I mean, here in the chart, if you look here, that's what this is. It's 22 degrees, okay, of Aquarius. Aquarius says, I have a rules, but I don't care about rules. Simply, I don't care about rules because those rules don't work out. I don't care for the old things. I don't care for old religion. It's been proven they don't work. I have to create new way. I have to create new positions. And this case that it's right now is that it driven this force. It's kind of like forced to be acting like this. The positive sides will be is that right now the moon, it's in conjunctions, which is in union, but right in here I'm talking about the moon with the north node. They are together, and that squaring towards Mars right here. It's karma payback time, or you look at you in your back and reflecting that your past, what you've done with the karma, can affect your future. Okay, that can affect in your future, and that squaring with the North Node, which is your karma right now, it's also squaring your past karma. And during in these periods, there's going to be a lot of past return to you. Simply to remind you, don't do what you've done in the past, because it's going to affect your future. A lot of you will feel this. These vibrations will be, it's rough period. So just breathe in the next, I would say, 10, 14 days until Mars it's out of Saturn, because in a few days Venus is going to enter in Pisces. It's going to be in more deep waters or more calm waters. Either you're going to look deep into what's going on, or you are just gonna be self-reflecting on yourself. There's gonna be some depends of your chart, how is your planets are, how is everything is. If you want to understand your personal chart much better about your internal world, you can contact me on the Facebook. It's my name, and we can find out the way. But as you see it here, Venus, it is almost out of Aquarius. That means she's in the final stages of the new wise. Now I have to go and research the new wise, how to make it happen on Earth. And when a Venus transiting is through a Pisces, it's gonna be a research time. What is the high and what is the low? This is duality sign. You're gonna go through the good way, what is good is given to me, or what is bad is given to me. Mars is gonna follow it. Mars is gonna follow it. By the time Mars follow it, there is gonna be a lot of things that's going to happen. So this week, what you expect? As a lot of things are going on, as you see it right now. This time, you might feel like God doesn't support you, or the universe doesn't support you. No, the universe wants to see what the heck are you going to do. He's going to react it later on of your choices you made, your desires that you made, your actions that you're going to take. And that's what this has to do a lot with the thinking process of your past karma with right now karma. You're gonna get served what you deserve, okay? So the moon is gonna be focused on this situations a lot. So on Tuesday, which is tomorrow, the moon, it's gonna move to Gemini. Right there, you gonna be connecting to your friendship. You will go ahead and see how to establish a new connections. Maybe looking for a new friends. Maybe looking for a new things that goes on. So you can be establishing this surrounding. But also means that you may connect to your very close friends to discuss your issues. And what the issue is that squaring with Venus. It is about your love life and what's going on internally within inside of you. Okay, because Venus, it's gonna move into Pisces. It's in 29 degrees 56 seconds. It's like 4 seconds away from crossing over to Pisces, and you're gonna feel like I'm missing something. I have to take actions. What actions I might take, and these communications, this even you might talk to someone you never talked to before. It's just like I just needed an advice. This is responding to this 3 years old that wants to play in the sand. And what do you think we should build a new castle? This will be evolved as 18 years old. It's like I need to take a new path in my life. I'm 18-year-old. I need to do something with it. This is the 30-year-old that says like, well, we are family. We can't be anymore within this apartment. We need to get a house. We have a kids. What do you think we should do? And that is about that friendship advice that some of you is going to go ahead and take during this period. So do your research, do your time for it. Wednesday, the moon is still going to be on Gemini, and that research all of a sudden it's going to come up. You're going to feel good. What I'm talking about is that Mars and Saturn are separate. That intense energy is not there, and you feel that this intense energy right now towards Mars it's kind of like fixable, that intense energies are not there anymore. You fix that conflict between Venus and Mars within yourself. So the sextiles with Mercury and the Sun is talking about, okay, let's initiate communications, let's heal these situations, because this sextiles here with a Chiron, okay, it is about it's time to heal. It's time to do something else. But that trine right here within the moon, it's going to give the emotions of, okay, now you know the new things. Now let's take a new approach. Now let's get and do these new things. That old stuff has to come out, okay? We learned the lessons from the old, but we have to build the new. And this sextile with the moon towards Mercury and the Sun, okay, it's gonna create the environment. It's like, okay, I know what I screwed up, I know what's going on, but I know we had a fight over the toys in the sand. I know we had this disagreements as a friendship. Maybe we had a disagreement as a husband and wife. That is a the thing that needs to be looking at it. But that square here with Jupiter and Neptune and Pisces, what are you going to seek about the growth? Just to remind you, Jupiter represents Zeus. Okay, he's the god. You're not doing the right things, then Zeus is gonna come out after you with the stroke on it. It's the same thing with Neptune. Neptune can comes in and put the waste of you, and you crashed over. So this energy is for reminding you. It's like, don't repeat same things over. New, okay? And that is, it's gonna comes up with that sextile between Pluto, Jupiter, and Neptune. There's big planets, big shifts, and anytime when something goes towards that energy, it's gonna be like either gonna make it or break it. But careful when you break it, because you're never gonna to make it. So that energy is gonna come up during this energy with Gemini. So on Thursday, the moon is going to be moving out of the Gemini. She's going to empower Mars, Venus, Saturn, but it's going to be squaring towards this Jupiter, Neptune growth. Okay, make up plans, but don't do actions, because the actions, they have to be a proper way. As you see at the moon, it's going to be very close to joining Lilith. Some of you may experiencing this ideas of, well, if I do this, he's going to do that, or if I do this, she's going to do that. Okay, this manipulations energy is going to come on around, and that square here, it's like, no manipulations, be a truth. Your new path is the truth. That's what this comes from. But the energy towards Mars and towards this sextile with Mercury and the Sun is going to be pretty good to resolving the issues. But we are going to experiencing this square with Mercury Pluto, and that is going to be like, I understand what you're trying to say, but this is the old way. I don't like it. That's it. And this energy, it's also kind of like a blockage to not take the new way. And if you come with the old energy to the new world, it's not going to work. This is why you're going to feel like old stuff doesn't work anymore. You feel like, what the hell happened? You know, what the heck he does going on? Well, that's what that is. That old stuff, it's not going to work anymore. They're not going to work. That is the purpose of this divine shift that we do, uh, so for the benefits of greater society, better society. Okay, it's not gonna work. And the more and more people using old ways, old rules, the worse it's going to get, until we don't learn as society that we have to make a better world. That is what it is. And of course, there's going to be some consequences, and it's going to be some actions. Whatever actions you take, it's going to be the consequences we're going to pay. So we got to be careful what kind of actions we take. Okay? There is a cause and there is effects. So on Friday, the moon is in Cancer. Of course, this is going to be a first quarter moon. That is a between I and the family. Okay? But the moon, it's in her own sign. It is in Cancer. She's got the power of over the sun this time. And I need to see about family. I want to make sure it's about the family. I want to make sure about the love. That trine between Venus and the moon, it's going to show up this divine love about family. Okay? You have to understand this divine love. It's in the family. It includes everybody in the family, not just one person, or not just abandon one person, or not just focus on one person, or not allowing one person to control the family. And Uranus and Taurus, it's got that sextile to tell you, listen, the universe, okay, listen these things. But that square with the sun in Aries is like, I'm always right. I'm the one. I'm the powerful one. I'm a 1-year-old baby, and everybody has to take care of me. And they don't take care of me, then they don't take care of me. No, you have to learn to grow. You're a 13-year-old right now, and it's like you kind of like, I'm gonna be take care of myself. Why all the kids, they rebel at the age of 13? They rebel at age of 13 because their energy as age falls up in Aries. And if you look at it, you add it another 12 years, that's at age of 25. That is the time where it's like, I'll do it on my own. I will have my own family. That is always also the age of 37. That is the time that I'm gonna be doing my things. Okay. Most of the people, when they reach the age of 37, they're like realizing a lot of stuff about family, the mid-age crisis or revelations about life. So careful with this energy that comes around, and pay attention and focus of your own growth. We are having a union here with Jupiter and Neptune on 23 degrees, and that energy is going to be very strong. It's going to show you the visions of your growth. And Saturday, that energy of growth, it's going to give you the answers. But that T-squares between the moon, Pluto, and Mercury. Do you have a toxic talks that you need to solve? Toxic energies? Toxic situations? Or that toxic situation shows you the lessons you need to work on it? A lot of situations, okay? That toxicity has no place in the family. You build toxicity in the family, then it's not the right family. and you have to realize the problems in order to fix it. But how are you going to realize the problems? Here, that union here with Neptune and Jupiter is that you see clearly the vision for the growth, and then that vision of the growth throughout the sextile, it goes into Pluto. Without vision and without proper things, maybe if you realizing that you go into a doctor and tell the doctor, listen, I have a problem, and the doctor tells you what the problem is, if your toxicity comes up into, your ego comes up, your talk, and is like, you know what, doctor, I think that you don't know jack shit about it. I think I came here to hear something else, not what you're telling me. I'm gonna go to another doctor. Bye-bye. Well, that is the old way of thinking. Unless of why you are doctor, why you say this, why you explain this. And the doctor tells you, well, here, let me explain. This is the thing you have. This is the situation you are. And that's what the result is. And that's what you feel, this pain. And you're like, oh. And so what we have to do, and the doctor tells you, you need to follow these medications. You need to follow these procedures, or you need a surgery, or you need something. And then you realizing that this has been a divine orchestrate for you, so you can have this energies of understanding. As you see it, this sextiles with Mercury and Mars, Mercury and the Sun towards Mars and Saturn, they are going to help you. Did you really overcome the lessons of your masculine energy? You're going to be tested. You are going to be tested. And that is on Saturday. On Sunday, the moon is moving to Leo. Questions is about me. It's all about me. You all know what I'm talking about. Nothing against Leos, okay? But just the energy that it's there. I'm the queen, I'm the king. And do as I say or say as I do. It doesn't matter. They're all in my favor. So that squaring with Mercury, be careful with communications. Very particularly communications. That oppositions with Pluto, it is about you're the toxic king, queen, or you have this deep desire of looking deep into the issues, dived in. Okay? Do you trust the divine love? See that green line here? That is the divine energy. But what are you using? That T-square is going to teach you that it's kind of like a testing the feminine side now. Your feminine energy. See, it doesn't have pretty much nothing to do with Mars now. It has to do with Venus. Do you trust the divine love? Or are you trusting your material possessions? Because Leo is about what I own, what I have. Okay? So that T-square is going to be intense. And look inside of you. Is life all about you? What is the main purpose of the king? Because there is always two kings. The one who puts so much taxes and gains money that he cannot spend. Or you're going to be the king and the queen that protects its people, who put righteousness within the people, who love its people, because he was chosen by the divine to be king or the queen. So guys, this is what I have for you for the astrology report. Thank you so much for watching it, and guys, be love.